So for a few weeks, I had intended on making a very, very passionate video on why feminism, modern feminism, is a load of crap. And then, I had a couple weeks as well to think about what I was going to say, think about how I was going to approach it, and I was looking online for other people's videos on both feminism and anti-feminism. And I decided that instead of providing all the statistics and crap that I researched during those 2 weeks, that every single person who is against feminism has already done, I'm just going to give my opinion and what I have witnessed myself. Okay, first thing, I was raised by a feminist, or self-proclaimed feminist, whatever. But not only was she just a feminist, she was narcissistic, bipolar, borderline, and she was incredibly selfish. Okay, we were her kids, and we were there to take care of her, type shit. Okay, so, like all these feminists are saying that I just don't get it. I fucking get it. Okay, I was raised by people like you. And I'm aware that I'm opening myself up to a lot of hate by making this video and uploading it. But, as a woman, I am a woman, I have a right to say what I am saying in public. So, first things first. Wage gap? Bullshit. Anyone with any sense in their mind would know that you simply do not make as much money as your coworker who has been there a lot longer than you have. If you have been working for a company for, 3 years, and your male coworker has been there for 10 years, naturally he's going to make more than you do. Even if he weren't a male, if he were a female, if she's there longer than you, she's going to make more money than you. Point fucking blank. So, wage gap? Myth. Get the fuck over it. For real. Stop trying to find shit to complain about. Rather than complain about the wage gap, or, all men are being rapists, or whatever, when they're not, and punching people for opposing your beliefs, or walking around dressed as sluts and saying, it's an outfit, not an invitation. Why don't you fight for the women who actually need the rights that we have had since the fucking, 50s, 60s? Before then? Why don't you actually fight for someone who needs it? Come on. You are able to work in all the men's forces. The chances of you applying to all the men's forces is very slim, and you're going to accuse them of being sexist. What is the logic in that? Okay? And freedom of speech. Again, everybody has the right to freedom of speech. If someone says something that you don't agree with or you think is bullshit, you do not have the authority to physically assault them for saying it. Okay? It is the fucking law. Why do you think you have the right to protest? If you have the right to protest against whatever the fuck you believe in modern politics, then they have the right to say that you are fucking wasting time. That's how it goes. That is what equality is. You want the right to say that you need feminism for whatever reason. You want the right to claim that all men are rapists. They have the right to claim that they aren't. And I got into a conversation with another feminist who was saying that false rape accusations aren't false. Why would someone claim rape if they weren't raped? Well, clearly, honey, you were too sheltered in your life. Because it happens all the time. That's something in my eye. It happens all the fucking time, okay? Just, why are you hating on all men just because a certain amount of men are mentally unstable? Okay? Just... And what about the women? The women who rape, the women who sexually assault, the women who are physical abusers? What are you gonna say? They're in defense? Because no, they're not. Frankly, almost all domestic disputes are started by the woman. Do your fucking research and don't toy with it so you can get what you want. That is what a woman does. And another thing that I just want to say, I mean, I have a few other things, but if feminists really wanted to get the respect that they want, they would have actually worked to be able to work. Dress up as a guy, become successful, and then announce that you've been a female the whole fucking time. Don't just nag your way into it. Because, again, frankly, that's what women fucking do. That's what they do. They nag all the time. I have to say, I'm kind of guilty of it. Sometimes I nag and bitch and moan, but I don't demand respect. I kind of expect it on a general basis, but if I don't get it, then I won't respect you either. Equality. If you respect me, I don't care if you're a man or a chick. If you respect me, I'll respect you. And then there's another feminist on Facebook, actually, who I was saying pretty much that modern feminism is a waste of time. Don't get me wrong, I was kind of trolling her on accident. I tend to do that. But she was getting angry, and she was trying to pinpoint all these like low blows that were supposed to hurt my feelings in order to make herself feel better. I was talking about how a lot of modern women, feminists, not women, feminists, who use feminism as an excuse to let themselves go. You know, I'm not claiming that every feminist is fat or whatever. I'm just saying that I know a lot of them who use it as an excuse to not take care of themselves. And you know what she does? She takes it as me attacking her, which for one exposes her insecurity right there. And she went back at me and says, because I'm in South Carolina and my boyfriend's back in California, she says, "You're just jealous because my boyfriend, your boyfriend comes to visit us at my house." And then she just kept saying a bunch of stuff, like at least I'm not a twig with a bird beak for a nose and all that stuff, trying to make me feel bad. And then she attacks my friend because my friend didn't want to join in on her ganging up on me, as you would call it. And then she went after my brother, who apparently she thought or wanted to think that I got him to talk to her, which I haven't talked to my brothers in months, okay? Like, I don't ask for help because I don't need it. So, Dad texted me. If these feminists want to get the respect that they want, earn it. Don't demand it. Don't punch people. Don't fucking go around demanding respect as well as dressing like a whore, because if it's been noted in history that if you want to be a whore, you're also expected to be treated like a whore. You're not going to be treated like a classy lady if you're going to walk around sleeping with everybody. Oh, and by the way, about that, one of my brothers was or is a huge man whore, and he got a lot of shit for it. So it's not just women who get bitched on for it. Okay? Just find something better to fight for. Like the Saudi Arabian women. They truly need it. They need feminism. Everything that we have had for years, decades, more than decades, whatever. They don't even have. They don't have right to free speech. They don't get to vote or whatever they do over there. If a woman is raped over there, she gets stoned to death. There are women there who are setting themselves on fire to kill themselves so that they don't have to deal with the abuse of their husbands that they were forced to marry when they were children. That is something to fight for. Instead of walking around naked and demanding respect. Fuck shit. Why do you think people don't take you seriously? Fuck. Okay, yeah, I think I'm done now.